Hello guys, and welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Flora. If you're seeing my face for the very first time, you're welcome to my channel. I make videos here in the United Kingdom and I make videos about my life experiences living in the UK. So if you're new here, welcome. Like I said before, in today's video I'm going to be talking about how to live comfortably in the UK on a low budget. If you can hear my son's voice, I apologize. He's watching his cartoon and obviously he's making noise, so accept us as we are. Okay, so let's get straight into today's video. Okay, so one thing I'm definitely going to say, I've written a few things down so I don't forget. So one thing I'm going to say is to live comfortably, I think it's important to firstly pay your debt. Most people in the UK live on debt. Now, if you're not in debt in the UK from buying a car, you're probably in debt for buying a washing machine. If you want to pay instrumentally, you're probably in debt of that, because then you might be paying £20 every month until you pay for a washing machine, or even your TV, or even your sofa. Or the way the UK works is people make it comfortable for people to afford things. So for example, if I want to buy a sofa, Garen, and the sofa, that's my child, I apologize. So if you want to buy a sofa and the sofa costs maybe £1,000, for example, and you don't have £1,000 to buy it cash, sellers would advertise things like, okay, you can pay £100 now and then pay £50 every month until you finish paying. So that's actually being in debt. So if you're not being in debt for sofa, you're probably being in debt for car insurance. Or if you're not even in debt of any of those things, you're probably being in debt of having a mortgage. So when I say paying your debt, I don't mean going off and paying your mortgage, because to be honest, you might not really have that bulk sum of money. But to live comfortably in the UK, I would say if you want to buy a couch, maybe just save and buy the couch upfront, as opposed to paying monthly. Because if you're paying monthly, it means that when your salary comes in, your monthly payment for your couch goes out, your monthly payment for your car insurance goes out, your monthly payment for the microwave you bought goes out. All this money is going out, and then at the end of the day, you don't even see the amount of money you earn, because as the money is coming in, it's going out, and then you feel like, I didn't even have money to buy clothes, I don't have money to buy shoes, I don't have money to even feed. So I'd say pay your debt first. After paying your debt, just make sure that if you're going to buy things, buy it up. That's how I do. I always buy things up front. So if I was going to buy a television, I'll save up and buy the television. I don't like all these monthly payments, because I feel like it just makes me not see my income when it comes in. So that's one thing I'm going to say. So another thing I'd advise is to spend I know I just mentioned clothes, but spend less money on clothes, especially if you're into like trendy stuff. So if it's summer and you want to dress all summery, and if it's autumn and you want to get on your autumn vibes on, just spend less money on clothes. Because if you're not kind of person that like to reuse your clothes every season, then just spend less money on clothes. That's what I'm going to say. But budgeting is also really important. I spoke about budgeting in one of my other videos. I'm going to link the video up here somewhere. It's important to budget. If you don't budget, you really don't know where your money is going. So when you budget, then you can then decide and where your money is going, and then live better, I'd say. Obviously I've written all the points here so I don't forget. Makeup is so expensive in the UK, guys. I just always advise people, if you're coming to the UK, come with your makeup, please, because makeup is so expensive here. Especially if you're of a darker skin tone like I am, and you want to get your shade in this country, you probably have to go with the higher brands like Fenty, Estee Lauder, MAC, those high up there. But maybe Makeup Revolution might have your shade if you're lucky, but it's not always the case. So that's what I'd advise. That's obviously if you're coming to the UK. But if you're already here, just try different brands, but don't always go high up there, because high up there might not always be the best way, to be honest. Makeup is so expensive. Just cut down on that. I'll say minimize the number of times you go shopping. So I always prefer to go shopping maybe just once or twice a month, and I'll do bulk shopping. That way you avoid spending unnecessarily. So because I know myself, I'll say, oh, I'm going to shop to go buy apples. When I go there, I'll say apples, I'll buy. I'll say orange, I'll buy. I'll say, oh, we need pineapple juice, I'll buy everything. So instead of doing that, I just decide, okay, I'm gonna go twice a month, buy everything that I need to buy, and then that way I'm not spending too much money on food or on clothes. If you're going to the clothing stores and you're going to buy things every time, you just end up wasting your money. Sometimes you buy things that you think you need but then you don't need in the end. So that's what I'm going to say. Grandma is here just in case you hear grandma's voice. So so if you're paying for, obviously you're going to be paying for electricity, gas. If you're obviously in the UK, I'll say ask for the best tariff, because sometimes the company that you're with might not actually be giving you the best tariff, and then you're paying so much money on electricity. So call them and find out why your electricity bill is so high. Maybe they put you on the wrong tariff, or why your water bill is so high. Even if you feel like the water bill or your gas bill is so much, call them and see what ways they can help. To be honest, I don't think you need, this is my personal opinion, everybody's different, but I don't think you need to pay to go to the gym, especially if you're someone like me that you go to the gym just to go onto the treadmill. You might as well just buy the whole treadmill in your house and do it in your house. Because if you think about it, going to the gym, especially if you're a kind of person, if you're like me that you pay for the gym and you don't go every day, or you pay for the gym and you just go and do one thing, one exercise, go on the treadmill, that's all you do when you go to the gym, then there's no point paying for the gym because it's so expensive. Why not buy the equipment and use it at home? If you have a spare room in your house, buy the equipment and then use it. Because if you think about it long term, how much you spend, how much you spend on paying for gym membership, it's just so much money and you don't even use it as much. So also, if your gym is far away from home, you have to think about transportation. So you'll be paying to go to the gym and you don't even go to the gym all the time. So just buy the equipment in your house. If it's just that one equipment that you go to the gym for, buy it and just use it in your house. And I feel like that way you even exercise more. So that's just my personal opinion, but obviously everyone is different. I'll say DIY, do it yourself. It's not everything that you call someone to help you for, because these people are not cheap. I remember when I wanted to put curtains in my house, it was so expensive, and I'm just thinking, why is it so expensive to put curtains? I mean, if I was back in Nigeria, it would not be expensive. Even to get someone to maybe fix a table, a chair, a furniture in the house, it was so expensive. So if you can go on YouTube and learn how to hang a curtain yourself, maybe how to set up, maybe if you have kids, your kids' bed, or even your own bed or lockers, just do it yourself. Because we bought chest of drawers a few months ago in my house, and I actually got my husband to fix it. We read the manual together, we did it, but at some point it was getting really confusing. I was thinking, should we just pay for someone to come and do this? Because sometimes it might get really difficult when you're trying to assemble it. But instead of wasting money calling someone to come assemble it, just read the manual or go on YouTube and find out how to do it, and you do it. So if you can save money on that end, then you can save money on things like that, and then spend money on other things that you really want to spend money on. Maybe a holiday. Speaking of holidays, if you're on a low budget, because we're talking about low budget and living comfortably in the UK, so instead of traveling out of the UK, how about you travel within the UK? Now the UK is made up of Scotland, Northern Ireland, Wales and England. So instead of going to Paris, instead of going to Greece, Maldives, Dubai, how about you visit other parts of the UK? So Scotland, they have lots of like seasides, beachfronts, really nice place to visit. You can go to Cardiff, you can go to tour around Cardiff. You can also go to London. People are coming to London. If you don't live in London City, you can go to London City and just enjoy life. So visit the UK. It's okay. You don't have to travel out of the UK to have fun. I realized that actually when I go abroad, I'm just in my hotel all day. I'm thinking, why did I come abroad when I'm just gonna be at home all day? I might as well just get a hotel somewhere in the UK and just be there all day. So that's one thing I'm gonna advise, and I think a few of you will agree with me. I mean, if you agree with me, give me a thumbs up. So yeah, moving on. I say it's important to buy things on offer. I think when you buy things on offer or buy things on sale, it's good, but don't buy things on sale because they're on sale. Do you know what I mean? So what I want to say is, so for example, you've gone for your monthly shopping and you bought everything. You bought detergent, you bought liquid soap, you bought everything that you need, and tomorrow you go into the store and you see you bought detergent, yeah, and you see detergent for a lower price, then you buy you don't need to buy that, because number one, you already have detergent at home. I know that the detergent you're seeing in the store right now is half price, but there's no point buying for next month, because you might be thinking, oh, I'll just buy this one for next month, and then next month will come and the detergent will actually even be lesser. The amount will be selling will be lesser than how much you bought it, so you'd have wasted your money. So I know that sometimes when we see things on sale, we want to buy it, but if you don't need it at that time, I don't think you should buy it. That's my personal opinion. Everyone is different. So this is how I think about, like, you know, if I know that I'm going to need that thing maybe next week or in 2 weeks time, I'll buy it. But if I've done my monthly shopping and I already have detergent for the next 3 months, I don't see detergent on sale and then buy it, because no, I already have at home. I don't need to buy it. Maybe the next time I want to do my shopping, it might actually even be on sale for lesser amounts. So I'd say buy things on sale, but don't only buy things on sale if you need those things, not because, oh, they are cheap, I'll just buy it. No, buy it if you need it and it's cheap, not buying it just because it's cheap, because it can get cheaper, is what I'm trying to say. So that's that. Now, this one I want to talk about. Best before is different from expire. So if you buy something and it says it's best before the 20th of October, it's best before does not mean that it's expired, so you can still eat that thing. So for example, if you buy bread, for example, and it says, oh, best before the 20th of December, now if on the 20th of December you look at this bread and the bread is still good, you can still eat it, make it as a toast, eat it. It doesn't mean it's expired. Obviously assess it, because things like bakery stuff are things that, you know, if you leave, you know, like for example, if you put the bread in the fridge, it might not actually spoil, but maybe if you leave it out in a humid environment, it might spoil. So best before doesn't always mean expire. So you can look at it and you can say, okay, this one is still good to eat. You eat it. It doesn't, you know. But if it says expired, then I don't advise you to eat it, so that God forbid something happens, you not say I'm not asked you to eat expired stuff. But if it's best before, I would say you can still eat it. Assess it. Yeah, assess it, and then you can still eat it. But if it's expired, please don't eat it. Lastly, I'll say minimalistic lifestyle is the way, is what's trending now. Less is more. I've said this before, I'm going to say it again. I think it's always important to spend money on the things that are valuable, and less is more. There's no point having so many things that you're not going to use when you can just buy a few things that you would use. These are my tips, and I hope you enjoyed watching. Yes, thank you for watching, and don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed watching, and let me know if you have any further points down below. Until I come your way next time, have a good day and bye.